Hello and welcome to another Mr. Carter Science Special. In this video we'll be learning more about extinction and the causes of extinction. So environmental change is the biggest influence on the survival and extinction of a particular species. The environment of the Earth has changed considerably over geological time, millions of years. At times the average temperature has increased during warming periods or decreased during ice ages. Species that were poorly adapted to the new conditions have gone extinct, and other species that were better adapted have survived and evolved by natural selection and thrived. Extinction and evolution is a normal part of life on Earth. However, at certain times in the Earth's history, there have been extinctions on a large scale, known as mass extinction events. There have been 5 mass extinctions during the Earth's history, and there is considerable evidence that we are currently experiencing a 6th mass extinction event caused by human activity. So if you'd like to pause the video, you can see more detail about those 5 mass extinctions here and our supposed or 6th mass extinction caused by human activity here. But in general, most of the mass extinctions so far that have occurred on Earth have been linked in with changes in oxygen levels in the atmosphere or carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere, occasionally caused by living organisms, photosynthesis, respiration, and also by volcanic and geological activities. Mass extinctions usually occur over a relatively short period of geological time, a few million years. During a mass extinction, a large number of species disappear from the fossil record. Once a species goes extinct, no new fossils can be made. Mass extinctions are often caused by a single catastrophic event. For example, photosynthesis evolving in single-celled organisms and the increased oxygen levels in the atmosphere caused a mass extinction due to the fact that oxygen at the time was highly poisonous to most of the organisms adapted to live on the planet, and they were utilizing anaerobic respiration, and the oxygen was destroying and poisoning their cells because oxygen is such a reactive element and molecule. Another example of a mass extinction caused by a single catastrophic event are volcanic eruptions, or perhaps the asteroid causing the 5th mass extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs. So the most recent mass extinction event occurred 65 million years ago, and there are 3 main theories why this mass extinction event occurred. Was it due to volcanic eruptions in the Deccan Traps in India? And you can see the Deccan Traps here, and all of these mountains were formed in a few million years by a huge outpouring of lava flow from volcanoes in the area. That would have also increased a huge amount of gases in the atmosphere, largely greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxides. Or perhaps was the mass extinction caused by an asteroid impact, or perhaps global warming and a rise in the sea temperatures. If we look at the geological record from 65 million years ago, it is clear that all around the planet there is a black fossilized line of charred material formed at 65 million years ago. There are dinosaur fossils below this black charred line, but no dinosaur fossils are found above the black charred line. This line is known as the KT boundary. And here you can see the KT boundary shown in more detail on this cross section of a mountain. Here it is here. In 2010, scientists published a review of all the evidence, and they agreed that 65 million years ago a huge asteroid collided with the Earth, creating the Chicxulub crater in Mexico, and the debris and the impact and secondary fires created the KT boundary. KT is the boundary between the Cretaceous and the Tertiary periods of geological time. They use the German spelling for Cretaceous, hence KT. The Chicxulub crater is about 180 kilometers in diameter, and the rock forming the crater's base contains high levels of iridium. Now, iridium is formed only by a massive force such as an asteroid impact, and this therefore adds weight and evidence to the fact that an asteroid impact did strike that area 65 million years ago. And here you can see the site of the Chicxulub crater where the asteroid impacted 65 million years ago, and this gives you some idea of the scale and the diameter of the crater. So this subject is often a common topic that comes up in exam questions, and I've got an example of an exam question here, a 6-mark question. Explain how an asteroid impact could have caused a mass extinction, and here is an exemplar answer. The impact of the asteroid would have caused huge fires, earthquakes and tsunamis, and this would have led directly to the deaths of millions of organisms. In addition, millions of tons of material, dust and particles would have been sent into the atmosphere, reducing the temperature of the Earth by blocking out the light, preventing plants from photosynthesizing and causing a collapse in the food chain. A global winter would have been caused, and 50 to 70% of the species went extinct. However, as I previously mentioned, there are other theories that may explain why the mass extinction event occurred. Volcanoes in the Deccan Trap, the asteroid impact, or this theory. In 2010, British scientists also published a different study which suggested the extinction of the dinosaurs started much earlier, approximately 137 million years ago, and it was a much slower event. Their theory is that a gradual global warming caused the ice to melt, which flooded the seas and oceans with cold water. The sea temperature dropped by around 9 degrees C, and this triggered the mass extinction. This theory is based on evidence from Norway, and here's Norway, showing an unexpected change in the fossils and mineral records of that country. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you've learned in the comments below. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching.